Okay, here we go, folks. It's week 5 preview time. As you can tell, we've got the music on. Rob's on the spinning the discs as we speak. So the first thing we're going to start with is just a quick review of the league after the first quarter of the season. The Gold Division, very strong. Scorpions, 6-1, excellent season so far. G.I. Joe, very strong as well. Great matchup coming up this week, 4-3. And TT and Pork Chops, both 3-4. A little bit shocked about both of those teams having 3 wins at this stage of the season, but keep going. Rob, what do you got for your division?
Silver Division, we got Bada Bing at 6-1, and they look pretty comfortable.
Horseshoe up his ass.
Yes, but comfortable nonetheless. And the no-namers, never nervous. He's nervous now because he's Nash.
Titans.
Titans, yes. Cool. I like the Titans. And, of course, the nondescript teams are below that.
Finally, the Toilet Division, but not least. Dogs Bollocks at the top with 4-3. P.O. tied 4-3. And then we have Haggis at 3-4. And unfortunately, Thunder Buddies, I'm afraid, 0-7. You're the only one with a donut. So let's see if we can break the schneid this week. Okay, here we go. There's 4 teams on bye weeks this week. Detroit, Dallas, and Tampa. Oakland's one bringing up the rear, and that might affect some of the lineups for this week. All right, Rob, what's the first game? Oh, no, trades. Any trades?
Yes, big trade last week between myself, Bada Bing, and Tenacious T. From the rumors of it, it sounded like it came down pretty much to Matt's offer that he had on the table, but then somehow maybe there was some kind of miscommunication. Matt pulled out, and Chris and I consummated. He asked me to throw in the quarterback swap.
Yes, Chris, did you get that consummated? You took it right up the jacksie without any lube. Well done, Chris.
So we threw in the quarterback exchange, and the question mark seems to be obviously Hakeem Nicks and his health status. But I did offer him Colston. I did offer him Deshaun Jackson. And he told me to put all the varieties on there so that he can pick. And then he went with it. So.
All right, no problems. What about our waiver wire action this week?
Waiver wire, definitely. Looks like Larry finally disposed of his crappy second quarterback and went with Kevin Corn on the cob. Didn't do good. And by the way, tonight I am going after a slew of Ryan Tannehill and whoever else is out there. Brandon Weenenthal for a famous $1. And I'm dropping my locker crappy 2 hurt. So other than that, the other guys that stood out were running backs. Jackie Battle went for $33 to Matt. And I have a feeling that Matt probably bid $33 because he didn't get the other guy. It's just my guess that he was the losing bid on the incredible $58 Brandon Bolden that went to Chris.
Well, actually, I've got some insider information. Oh. I know the $57 bid owner. I can't reveal it at this time, but it was not Matt.
It was not Matt.
It wasn't. And the underbid on Jackie Battle was 21. So you had a bit of room there, but you got the guy you wanted, and that's good for you, mate.
So I'm going to say it was Curtis. Famous $92 bid on Brandon Jackson was the runner-up. That's my guess.
Could have been me.
Oh.
All right, here we go then. So, week 1. First game, what do you got there?
First game, we got Tenacious T against Bada Bing. And, well, we got Bada Bing really affected by the bye week. He's got, nope. Yes, he is affected. No, he's not. I'm sorry, I got this all wrong. It's Tenacious T who's really affected by the bye week. And he's got Carson Palmer, DeMarco Murray, and Denarius Moore down, along with Hakeem Nicks and Greg Jennings, an injury issue. So he seems to be suffering that way. And because of that, I'm taking him to lose. And Bada Bing is going to take it with his strong whiteouts. And I think that's going to be enough to take it. So Bada Bing for the win.
All right. Well, I'm taking Bing on this one. Chris, it's not because of your underperforming ability, even though you do have that. It's because the horseshoe is still firmly wedged up Rob's ass. Okay, moving on.
Second game, we got Bing once again, but this time going against TKO. That's what I'm going to call you, Matt. And with his strong quarterbacks of Breeze and Rivers, along with really solid running backs that he's got over there. Not to forget a solid all-around team. I mean, Dwayne Bowe, Percy Harvin. We've got to take Matt's punch out on this one. So Bing's probably going to go 1-1 this week. TKO in this one.
All right, I'm a homer again. I'm going to take Mr. Punch Out in my division to get the victory. Well done. And I think Rob will take a loss in that one, but it might be a close game. Now moving on to a good game. Punch Out again. G.I. Joe. Both teams have performed very well this season, and I think this is going to be a great matchup. This could be the one of the top scorers of the week. G.I. Joe's got some great lineup. Turner, Rice, Matt Ryan, Welker, and Wallace. I think he's going to get a lot of points. Of course, Punch Out, as he mentioned, Gore, McCoy, and Bo and Harvin, as well as Breeze versus Rivers. That could be the real seal of the deal. Depending on that game goes on Sunday night, that could make all the difference. And I'm going to stick with you. Like I said, stick with my division. I'm going to take Punch Out in this one.
I think his roster's too deep. I'm going to take Matt as well. So Matt for the double win in this case.
Alrighty. G.I. Joe again. This time he's playing Thunder Buddy. Okay, unfortunately, the division loyalty goes away here. I'm sorry, Thunder Buddies. I think you do have some decent players, but Steven Jackson and Zerline have already played. You're at 14.9 points. You do have some good guys to come. Marshall, Nelson, Chris Johnson, but I just don't think you'll have enough. G.I. Joe's just got too strong. I'm going G.I. Joe to win that one.
The Thunder Buddies is not a good team. Simple as that. So, Buddies 0-8 right now.
Aye.
And following up on that, Buddies and Nash Titans. So, with Buddies having Tony Romo, McFadden, Vincent Jackson on a bye, already not the sweetest of teams. He decided not to use Mendenhall, and somehow he's using Kenny Britt. I don't get that one. And Steven Jackson only 7 points. There's no shot, none, against Nash, who's got no running backs, who's sitting Steve Smith. I don't know how that is. But Andy Dalton, the unheralded number 2 quarterback, probably best number 2 quarterback on any team. Nash, Titans, takes this one.
Yep, my work buddy, I've got to go with him, Nash, this game. Unfortunately, Thunder Buddies, as you said, the bye weeks, I think, affecting you. And I think Nash will squeak the win in this one. So, good for you, man.
Then we follow up with Nash now goes up against Scorpions. Sorry, Nash, got no shot against the number 1 team in the WFL, the Scorpions. They got the best record. They got the second most points, I think, to you, or the top scoring team. I can't remember.
Close, yes.
And unheralded running backs, Ridley, Green Ellis, and McGahee. But somehow they're getting the job done. Strong top 2 QBs, strong running backs, and he's getting Pierre Garçon this week. No shot, not close game. Scorpions in a landslide.
I'm going to stick with Rob on that one. I think Scorpions is going to have too much for you there. Sorry, Curtis, but as he mentioned, it's a good team, very good team. So I'm going to take Scorpions in that one. The next game we've got is Scorpions against French Army. This one could be a barn burner. Again, French Army's got a good squad this week, some good players. But as he's mentioned, Scorpions got an excellent lineup. Going to be another high-scoring affair. But French Army, he's got Julio Jones. He's got Hartline, who's come out of nowhere. I mean, I'm a Miami Slappy, and I'm like, I didn't even see that one coming. So that's a great pickup. He's got the 2 Johnsons, Andre and Steve. And he's resting the guy with the condoms on the bench there, Ramses. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully there's no unexpected babies. So unfortunately you're playing Haggis. In Scorpions, and I'm taking Scorpions to win that one.
Scorpions easy.
Yep.
End of story.
I think it's going to be a high score though. French Army against Haggis. This is where I got your back, Mark. Haggis is in my division, but I'm sorry. I just can't see you competing against French Army this week. I think he's got a very good squad. I think he's going to score a lot of points. Sproul, Spiller, and Matthews, and Demetrius Thomas. But after that, Haggis, I just can't see it doing much with this season. So we'll see what happens, man.
So you're picking who?
I'm taking French Army in that game against Haggis.
Yeah. Again, too easy. Haggis is really developing a team really nice. He's hoping he's got some question marks in Spiller and Matthews, but I think he's rounding out, and he's too good all the way around from top to bottom, even though Hernandez is hurt and Miles Austin's on a break. Haggis, hands down.
Keep an eye on the wire. Rob, what's up?
Now I've got Haggis following up and going against Pork Chops, the famous
50%ers. Here we go.
All right, so the 50%ers got a phenomenal output from his great pickup this week of St. Louis Rams.
Pickup, yeah.
And they've scored 27.5 points. So this should be the week that he.
You would
comes out
imagine
ahead.
though, if he played his $16 player Edelman, the $1 player got 27, the 16, that would be 147. What is that? About 247 points alone.
And he's
Might well
sitting.
put him in.
He's sitting Edelman, by the way, and he's starting the famous Robert Meacham and Mario Manningham. How those guys are starting,
Wow.
and not Greg Olson.
That's depth.
And
I
he
think that's
won't.
depth, isn't it? Is that what they call it? Depth?
And he
Is it?
won't trade Greg Olson or the other tight end to me for Mike Williams or Greg Little. I'm not offering much, but heck, they got to be better than Meacham and Manningham. I don't know. Pork chops, huge lead, going down.
Oh, righty-o. Well, pork chops, I've already predicted that I think you're going to struggle this season with your 50%ers, but I think you've got good matchups for your good top-heavy guys. We'll see how they do this week. Haggis does have some players that can turn it on, but I think you're going to squeak out the win. I think pork chops is going to take that one.
Okay, and then finally we come out to pork chops and dogs bollocks. This one's not even close. I know it's a great lead for pork chops, but Dogsby is right there with Scorpions. These are the top two teams in the WFL. RG3, can he probably finish the season number 1 overall? Maybe not, but he's going to be very, very up there. Best buy, by the way, of the auction. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the strong running backs, AJ Green, solid wideouts, strong team from top to bottom. The thrill of victory.
DB for the win. Same for me. I'm sorry, pork chops, but I'm taking you down this week. Okay, moving on. Dogs bollocks versus underdogs. Larry, I know that you think you got them chocolate balls all licked up, but I'm not touching them with a barge pole. All right, I'm playing you this week. You've got Bush, Bradshaw, Foster, great line up there, and your running backs, but I just don't think you have enough today. So I'm going to take you down. Kevin Cobb scored 10.6 points, and Dogs bollocks is going to take it in a landslide. Sorry, man. What do you reckon, Rob?
I have this to say to Dogs bollocks.
Right.
The agony of defeat.
Maybe we should replay that for Larry. Larry, you're going to get the agony of defeat. Wild World of Sports puts you down for the agony of defeat.
Human drama of athletic competition.
Well, we'll see about that one. Underdog, you've got a chance to steal some thunder. You are playing Tenacious T, last game of the week. And Tenacious T is at 13 points already. He's had Larry Fitzgerald, got him that much. He's got Forte, he's got Chandler and Green Bay Packers defense. But he's $58, was a $58 player, Brandon Bolden. A lot of money. I don't know whether you're going to get that bang for the buck. I'm actually taking Larry on the squeak to beat Tenacious. There you go. Upset of the week could be.
So this is Larry against
Chris.
Against Chris. Yeah,
Bring you the constant
I think Larry's getting
the thrill of victory.
not the thrill of victory.
And the agony of defeat.
That's you for Larry. Agony of defeat.
So Bing's got you down as 2 losses. Okay, well that closes out this preview show for this week. Let's see how we did, and good luck to everybody.
Matt, that's for you.
Take it out.